Is it an appetizer or is it dinner? You decide. So beef tip crostini is usually considered an appetizer, and that's usually how it's served. But today, the recipe that I'm going to be sharing with you has a few twists and turns on a traditional beef tip crostini. It has a Gorgonzola sauce that goes over it. It is absolutely amazing, and it could just be banger enough to be part of the main course. Appetizer, main course. It's up to you. To get started on this recipe, I'm going to be seasoning up my New York strip steak with some of this Kinder's prime steak seasoning. Feel free to use whatever seasoning you desire, but I really like this one, so that is what I'm going to use. I'm going to put this on pretty generous. So our steak is seasoned up. We're going to set that aside and let that just marinate for a few minutes, and now it's time to make the crostini. I am using sourdough bread cut about a 1/2 inch thick. You can use whatever bread that you like. I do not recommend regular sandwich bread. It's not going to hold up. You need a little bit of a denser bread. I have my oven preheating to 375 degrees, and I'm just going to take a little bit of olive oil and drizzle that over the bread. And now I'm just going to take this and put it in my 375 degree oven for about 5-6 minutes until this is nice and brown and toasted up. We still want it to have a little bit of give. You don't want croutons here. You just want nice toasted crostini bread. So into the oven it's going to go. 5-6 minutes. This should be perfect. Okay, while our bread is browning in the oven, we're going to heat our skillet. We want it kind of hot. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil on here, and we're going to cook off our steaks. About 3 minutes on each side. We're looking for a medium rare doneness. Don't want to overcook it. But into the hot pan. Oh, listen to that sizzle. So I'm not going to touch this for 3 minutes. I want this to have a nice crust on it. It's been 3 minutes. It's time to give these a flip. And oh, look at that. That is what we're looking for. We want to cook these to an internal temperature of about 130 degrees and then immediately pull it from the heat. These have reached a temperature of 130 degrees, and it's time to just remove them from the heat. It's been about 6 minutes and our bread should be done, and oh, look at that. That is perfect. That is what we want. Still got a little bit of give to it, but it's nice and golden brown. That is exactly what we're looking for. To get started on the sauce, I am going to be slicing 1 shallot very thinly. I am using shallots in this recipe. I like the delicate flavor. It's not overpowering, but you do want to get these pretty thinly sliced. All right, next I'm going to be slicing up about 4 to 5 mini bella mushrooms. You're looking for these to be the same size as your shallot. Nothing real huge. These mushrooms are ginormous, so I might be slicing them in half as well. Our steak has been resting for about 10 minutes, so now it's time to slice that up. This recipe comes together really quickly. And you're looking for this to be nice and thin, just like the shallots. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. Perfectly done. That seasoning is wonderful. Now that our prep work is done, we are going to take 2 tablespoons of butter and put it into a medium heat skillet. And then we are going to add our mushrooms and our shallots. You're going to want to let this cook down for about 7 to 8 minutes, or until everything in the pan is nice and soft and you're starting to get that golden brown color. That is what we're looking for. You want the mushrooms to cook down and release all their moisture. You want the shallots to pretty much be melting. This is starting to smell so good. I can't wait for you guys to try this. been about 7 minutes and the mushrooms and the shallots have cooked down nicely. And now it's time to add in the garlic. You're going to add in 2 cloves of garlic, minced. Give that a stir. Going to let that cook for about 30 seconds. Now we're going to turn the heat on our pan down to low. And then we are going to add in half a cup of regular milk. And half a cup of heavy whipping cream. And 1 cup of Gorgonzola cheese, which is exactly what is in this bag. So I'm just going to add that in there. And I am just going to let this slowly simmer until that Gorgonzola cheese is melted and our sauce has thickened. If it gets too thick, you can always add a little bit more milk or heavy cream. All right, the Gorgonzola cheese is really nicely melted into here. This is when you're going to want to check for your salt and pepper levels. Well, that's really good, but I think it just needs a little bit of pepper and just a tiny bit of salt. Add that in now. Give that a nice stir. Let that simmer for another minute or 2, and then we're going to add our steak back, and then we're going to assemble our beef tip crostinis. Okay, our sauce is done. It is time to remove from heat, so just turn off the heat. And then add your steak back in to the pan. Give that a nice stir. Get everything coated. Okay, now for the fun part. It's time to get this put together. And now I'm just going to top this with just a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Pop this back into the oven for maybe a minute. Just looking for that Parmesan cheese to get nice and melty. Okay, it's been a minute. Everything's all nice and melted. It's time to eat. I'm going to garnish these lovelies with just a little bit of parsley. And just look at that. All right, guys, you tell me, main course or appetizer? If you made these in the smaller version, they would make a wonderful appetizer. But I love this recipe so much that I'm perfectly happy with it being just part of the main course. Without further ado, let's give this a taste test. Oh, our bread is still nice and crunchy and toasty, so that sourdough really holds up to the sauce very nicely. Let's give this a try. Oh wow. That Gorgonzola sauce is absolutely amazing. It's got flavor. It's got a little unexpected punch. The steak is cooked perfectly. The mushrooms and the shallots add a nice depth of flavor. This one is a hit. You serve this up either at a dinner party as an appetizer or a main course. Your guests are going to be raving about it. It is that good. It is absolutely amazing. I really hope you give this one a try. It will not disappoint at all. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. That would absolutely be amazing. And as always, I have a little bit more content for you to check out over here for some more delicious recipes. And as always, I hope you all have a fabulous week, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.